From its inception, Fairy Tale Dungeons stands out as an unusual concept. This is an indie game based on the iconic fairy tale manga and anime series by Hiro Mashima. To be honest, this unique opportunity is already surprising by definition and could potentially inspire more projects in a similar vein. The idea originated when Mashima expressed his desire for more fairy tale video games, leading publisher Kodansha to hold a contest in Japan and pick indie team ideas, which got them in contact with Gino Labo, the developers of Valles, which we also have a review of on Noisy Pixels, so check that out. But let's get into this game. In the world of fairy tale, gifted men and women group up in guilds to solve problems for the common people. Among them is the popular and lively Fairy Tale Guild, which serves as the focus of the series. One day, a mysterious door appears in the guild's basement. Protagonist Natsu and his companion Happy decide to investigate. However, they soon find themselves in a labyrinth that they have to brave. Inside, they meet Labby, an original character for Fairy Tale Dungeons. Labby is an Exene, which is a special race of cats featured in the Edalus arc. Labby is partnered with the earth and molding mage Arthur, who created the labyrinth and has since disappeared within it. To find Arthur, players must explore the labyrinth's lairs and uncover its secrets. What begins as a solo adventure soon demands the use of additional characters. After Natsu finishes the first area, players unlock Gray and Lucy, and more characters become available later on. Each character has a unique deck and different strengths. Natsu's attacks deal significant damage, while Wendy's are weaker but can affect a broader area. Gray's attacks become more potent when his shields are up, and Lucy excels in debuffs and support. The variety makes exploring the dungeons with each character a chance to try out different strategies. After completing the first area, players open up deeper ones that introduce a major twist, and that's that they'll need to combine different characters to form a party. The first area you'll enter is known as Labyrinth, and it serves as a place to build your deck and hone your skills. Players then get to choose a character and pick a route to explore. Then, they can enter rooms that contain treasure, enemies, or other events. Some rooms hold Lacrima, which is the currency used to unlock passive skills like more HP or a defensive boost when triggered in battle. This is also where players must unlock magic chains that are powered-up card combos that can break an enemy's concentration. Enemy rooms are pretty straightforward, and it's usually a fight with a group of creatures. A purple symbol indicates a common enemy, while a red one leads to a stronger variation. Defeating them yields rewards such as extra cards, some Lacrima items, and other helpful options. Combat revolves around using your deck, which features signature moves familiar to fans. During each turn, players choose between 4 cards. There's a redraw option allowing for discarding unwanted cards as well. Cards can be attacks, defensive options, or support skills, each costing a certain amount of MP. Treasures provide similar rewards to those obtained in battles, and events may lead to finding large Lacrima crystals, unique items, or encounters with characters like Juvia or members of the other guilds. Players can also gain unique abilities and cards for single use in battles. However, exploration is limited by a lantern's count, which decreases each time you move. When it reaches 0, players must face the next boss. The labyrinth concludes after 3 bosses, at which point progress can be saved in a Tome of Remembrance. In later areas, such as Sealed Portal or Labyrinth Depths, players can use memories, with the cards and passive skills locked in place. This limits the power of the character, but also allows for preserving epic runs to tackle harder challenges. After completing the Labyrinth Depths for the first time, a harder difficulty option becomes available. Multiple runs reward players with amulets, more cards, and events through a rank-up system and Labyrinth Quest achievements, enriching the experience for dedicated players. It's worth noting that the dungeon's level design is kind of repetitive, and the default difficulty level doesn't take too long, which is only emphasized by the lack of variations in the areas. While the overall experience is enjoyable, the level design is a major weak point. On the other hand, the game's visuals are polished and detailed, with strong pixel art that captures the characters and their magic well. The soundtracks feature tunes reminiscent of the medieval instruments from the anime, however the lack of voice acting makes the game feel a little less alive, which may disappoint some fans. Fairy Tale Dungeons is a strong example of how to creatively handle an anime series universe to craft a compelling game experience. The developer's take on the roguelike Deckbuilder format is just as addictive as the best games in the genre, and the price of admission for this experience is almost too low to pass up. Noisy Pixel is giving Fairy Tale Dungeons an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching. This video is brought to you by our supporters on Patreon. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers providing independent gaming coverage through news, reviews, previews, and more. Check out our Patreon to help us support our continued growth and subscribe to keep up with all our future content.
Noisy Pixel.